Hey, Symposium listeners, have you ever listened to our A Song of Ice and Fire coverage and wanted to chime in live with your thoughts? Or wanted us to cover a property of your choice?
Introducing the Symposium Review Contest. The contest is open now and closes on August 31st, 2026.
Here's how you can enter. Leave us a 5-star review on any podcatcher and send us a screenshot to earn an entry. You can leave reviews on as many platforms as you want, and each screenshot counts as an entry.
If you want an extra incentive, every review you submit on or before April 30th, 2026 will be counted as 2 entries.
If you win, you get to pick one of the following 3 options.
Option 1, join us for an A Song of Ice and Fire wrap-up episode after we have read A Dance with Dragons.
Option 2, get us to watch or read or otherwise consume a piece of media to cover on the podcast.
Option 3 is the same as option 2, but you get to also be on the podcast episode with us.
We will have a minimum of 2 winners. One winner will be the person who earned the most entries, and a second winner will be chosen through random draw. If interest is high, a third winner may also be chosen.
So folks, get those reviews in on or before August 31st, 2026. We look forward to chatting with you in fall of 2026.
And now on to the episode. Welcome to A Song of Ice and Fire Symposium. My name is Nav, and my pronouns are they, them.
And my name's Harmit, and my pronouns are Hershey, like the chocolate.
And this is A Dance with Dragons, chapters 53 and 54, Jon and Cersei. In these chapters, Tormund arrives at the wall, and Cersei arrives at a confession. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. So, Harmit, who died in these chapters?
Nobody?
Yeah, but we did hear about some deaths, so I'm gonna challenge you to tell me.
But so many. Okay, the 3 people that the Weeper killed.
Sure.
What's his name? Eris Oakheart, him.
Yeah, those are all we knew about. I'm talking about Tormund's kids.
Okay,
but
sure.
I feel like if we gotta fill the blank of the segment with something, and that was the new deaths we learned about.
Yeah, see, but the fact that it was the new one and it wasn't like a super big plot deal meant that was not the one I remembered.
But according to Val, Shireen is also dead, so that's something to think about.
Right, yes. Okay, I think that is what I should have brought up. That's a good one, yeah. Also, sorry, just because we're bringing it up, I'm just going to say it now so I don't derail us during our coverage. Tormund's kids have the most fun names ever because they're all just plays on Tormund. Like, it's like Munda, like there's like a Gormund or something. Like, it's like Tormund. And I'm like, what is this? And honestly, that's some of my favorite George R. R. Martin naming, you know? Like how he just kind of named their whole family.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Not that he was running out of names after having named thousands of characters, but yes.
No, but like the fact that he made it cohesive, because when you're running out of names, he could have just made a 6th Jon, and he didn't, you know?
Yeah, true.
And I respect that.
Okay, well, what did you think of these chapters then? How did you feel about them?
They were good. Yeah, it was fun to see Cersei again in all of her glory is the word that maybe I shouldn't use, but I don't know, this feels pretty glorious to me. Except the end of the chapter, I was like, what? And then Jon's chapter, I was like having a good time, but then I also was getting more and more anxious for his sake, so what's new? But it was good.
Yay.
I had fun. Yeah, I'm so worried about this boy. Like, it's insane.
So, why don't you summarize his chapter and the other chapter?
Okay, cool.
3, 2, 1, go.
okay, he goes to negotiate with Tormund. He basically is like, give us some Night's Watchmen, give us money, give us jewels, basically, and then like we'll grant you safe passage, and you can help us basically defend, do our thing. And then whatever. And then he's telling his people, and they're all mad, and they're like, this is literally treason. You can't do this. And then he's like, I have to do this. They're not our enemy. Whatever. We gotta unite.
Switch.
Okay. Who?
Cersei.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Cersei. Okay. Cersei's in the cells. It's not looking good. They're not letting her sleep. They're giving her bad food to try and force a confession. She finally has been worn down. She confesses everything to the High Septon. But not everything, but she confesses to like the sleeping around, she confesses to certain things. And then Marjorie's probably going to get off like scot-free because Tarly came in, and then also the evidence against her is now weak because Osney confessed.
Okay,
and all things.
stop.
Yeah. Did not go anywhere. It's fine. Moving on is crazy. Yeah. You know what, guys? It's 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. No, it's actually 10:30 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. I can't do this. It's 10 a.m. on my day off.
Okay. Our listeners just have to know that I am a morning person and Harmith is like a 2 a.m. night person. So
yeah.
Either way, you're always going to get one of us doing well and one of us not doing well.
Yeah, exactly.
Today I insisted on a morning recording, but because my asthma is the least bad in the mornings, and also because I am a morning person. Harmith agreed to it, thankfully.
And I asked for an earlier recording, so...
Yeah, we were going to do 11, but Harmith was like, no, I'm a morning person too, let's do 10. No, when you were like, can we do... last night, Harmith texted me and was like, I'm feeling energized, can we do early tomorrow? And I was like, what, like 7, 8? Like, I need time to read these chapters. And then he said 10, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, we can do that.
Well, we were recording at 11.
I should have
10
known.
Yeah,
when,
of course.
When you were like, I feel good and ready to wake up early, I was really just...
Well, yeah, my definition of feeling good to wake up early is that. And also because, I read the chapters in the morning, so me being ready to record at 10 did mean waking up at like 7:30 to read them. So it was still an early start, but because yesterday when we were scheduling this one, you were like, okay, can we do early? And I was like, absolutely not. I'm going to be exhausted after the week. And then it got to like yesterday night, and I was like, you know what? I can do a little early action, but yeah, I just like it. I was like having such a girl boss night, and then I just kept staying awake and doing more things and doing my thing, and then I was like, oh, it's actually 5 a.m. like I need to go to bed.
No, you didn't.
I did. So the issue was not the waking up early, the issue was the going to bed at 5. That was the issue. But it's okay. We're doing okay. It's just the memory recall for me is even harder when I don't sleep. And we know how bad it is normally. So just bear with me. But anyway, that was so long-winded. But yeah.
For once they have to bear with you and not me.
No, they usually have to bear with me. I just try not to say it. I feel like every time you like slightly mess up, you're like, guys, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you're literally slaying.
No, it's
I don't know what you're talking
usually
about.
like I'm devolving into like a worse and worse asthma fit, and then like I start getting frustrated, and then I start saying things like, I'll be like, Daenerys needs to die, but I don't really mean that.
Yeah,
I just mean that I can't talk anymore.
Yeah, of course. No, like during one of our recent episodes that came out, where your description for it was, guys, I promise I don't hate Daenerys this much. I just was having an asthma attack and having a bad time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Yeah. I just figure, I'll post a disclaimer if anybody ever reads it. At least
God.
like the 1% or 2% of people that read it will be like,
oh my
it's
God.
cool.
For real. Also, sorry, speaking of Daenerys, I just have a thing to say. You know how we're always asking people to send in their Stannis defense?
Send in your Daenerys defense.
I kind of want, yeah, like, especially, I think now, but I had thought about this for a while, but I didn't really want to hear it when she was being annoying. But now that she's kind of looking up, I'm cool with people rewriting the past, you know, for me, so that I can think of the past chapters nicely too. So I'm cool with people being like, well, actually, these are actually the best chapters that he's ever written, and here's why. Like, give me the defense. Let's see.
Yeah, unwind that knot for her.
Exactly. So go for it. Send them to us.
Amazing. Okay. Let's talk about these chapters though.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Jon, he is in Tormund's tent negotiating with him. Tormund is raging. He's mad. Twice he even flings his drinking horn at Jon's head, though he does it after he's emptied it because he ain't wasting no ale, which is...
Yeah, we don't waste no ale on no kneelers.
Or maybe it's mead. One of the things. Some kind of alcoholic beveragement. I was going to say... I was going to say refreshment, and I was going to say beverage, but I said beveragement.
Beverment? I kind of like beverment. Like, hey, do you want a beverment?
Yeah, like a like a refreshing beverage.
Yeah.
Oh, this episode, I can already tell. Okay. Oh
my god.
So, yeah, he's just letting Tormund rage at him, but he's not giving an inch. He's set out his terms and he's sticking to them, basically. And
Jon is like a good negotiator. Like, he's able to pull out like the Ned calm, you know?
The Ned calm?
Because Ned was good at this too, you know? Like I just feel like someone would be yelling at him and he'd be like, chill.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but I don't remember a specific instance where
I don't know. Maybe I just got that vibe from him, but I think
probably
I'm also
when he was
back
dealing with Robert. Okay.
Yeah, and then I also think like there were moments with Cersei where like Cersei would be being her over the top self, and he would just be like, "Your Grace, no," like, you know, like
I think they had like 2 conversations total in that book. Though.
LOL. Well, maybe during those 2, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jon's good at this. At least this part of this. So, and
right.
Tormund's like, what happened to the sweet little boy I knew back in the day? And I'm like, was Jon ever a sweet little boy?
Right. Yeah, I think he's just being facetious, but then Jon is thinking, they made him Lord Commander. And I just thought back to kill the boy.
Yeah, I was like, why... I was expecting him fully to be like, I killed that boy. Like,
for real, yeah. I guess he's not confiding in people those specific details.
No. In his head, like, instead of being like, they made him Lord Commander, I thought he would say,
got it.
I killed that boy.
Right, of course.
Yeah. So the deal is they're gonna be let through the wall in 3 days' time. And first, Tormund has to send 100 young boys as hostages. And so that's first, and then they also have to give up any of their worldly goods so that Jon can take this and sell it and get more money, you know?
Yeah.
Which is good, because gold is not going to save them from the others, so, like, may as well make use of it. Although it is sad, like, Tormund is like, I'll make your first payment, and he takes off his armbands, which have, like, passed down, like, family to family, and Jon is, like, looking at them, and they're, like, they've got ancient runes from the first men, and they're clearly valuable beyond just the gold value of them. So he's like, if they just get belted, it's going to be so sad. Maybe you should keep them. But Tormund's like, no, I'm not going to be the guy that keeps his gold but makes everybody else give up their gold. Except I'm going to keep the one that I wear around my penis because it's too big for you to deal with.
Oh my god. Yeah, which honestly, respect. Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope that maybe Jon can sell it to like a collector of ancient artifacts instead of like
someone who is just gonna burn it down. Exactly. Not burn it down, melt it down.
Yeah.
I
don't know. So that's that. And
Jon's like, haha, you never change, old pal.
Because Tormund, Tormund Talltales was his name among many of his other names.
Right. I forgot that they had all these, like, all of the, like, you know how, like, Daenerys has, like, 50 titles, and, like, Stannis and Robert, they all had 50 titles, but these are, like, fun 50 titles. Like, I forgot that the Free Folk kind of had that vibe going on.
Yeah. And then they start talking about, like, Tormund's kids, and Tormund's like, I lost couple of my sons. One of them, Dormund, was killed. Okay, this is serious.
It's so funny. My brain just goes to, like, a dormant version of Tormund. Because, he's like, I'm not the man I was. He's like, I used to be dormant, and now I'm dormant. Sorry. I know that his kids are dead, but his names were so fun. I love the way that he named his kids.
Dormund was killed at the battle against Stannis' force at the Wall. And apparently it was a knight in grey steel with moths upon his shield. I looked it up. I think it was House Horp. So somebody from that house killed his kid. And then Torwind, his other son, was killed just he died of illness, and he also woke up as a white, so Tormund had to kill him a second time, which sucks extra bad.
Yeah.
And John's asking about his daughter Munda. She's gotten married. She's gotten hitched to Longspear Rick, so hopefully they're living there happily ever after. And yeah, and then he's got a couple of other boys still remaining. And then they're talking about the deal again, and so the mammoths and the giants are also going to come around, but because that mammoths are too big to fit through the tunnel or the gate at the wall at Castle Black, they're going to go around the wall, like to Eastwatch and then around the bend, basically.
Right.
And that's pretty much the details we get now, but there's more to come later when John's explaining it to his people, whatever. Yeah, so that's the deal. Then John walks out. He's like, I gotta be on my way. It's a nice bright day. They've got respite from all the storms, which probably helps the negotiations a little bit. I feel like, everybody's in a little bit of a better mood.
Yeah.
Tormund's eldest son is there hanging out with Leathers. I don't think, do we get his name? Is he the one? Toreg, yes. Okay.
A little bit different from the Tormund pattern, but I guess he's got the Tor going on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not a rhyming scheme with this one. Yeah, they're just hanging out. John's observing the camp and just looking around being like, oh my god, it's mostly like women and kids, and a lot of them are also sick, so like it's not looking good. And Tormund says there's like 4,000 of them. Bowen Marsh later is like, I bet it's closer to 3,000, but somewhere in that range. And then John calls Ghost, and with Ghost comes Val. And she's looking, like her goddess self, and he's like, I could have had her, but not anymore, so why am I thinking about it? And I was like, yeah, John, move on, get over it.
Oh my god, don't be mean. He's just the baby.
I'm just joking. But yeah.
And he makes this fun comment about, because it's like her and Ghost walking side by side, and he's like, they look like they belong together. And then he's like, are you stealing my
wintry and white and all of that?
Yeah. And he's like, are you stealing my Ghost? She's like, of course. What else would I be doing?
Yes. And then they're joking about how, like, oh, John's welcome to come to my bed anytime he dares, but once he's gelded, it'll make it a lot easier for him to keep his vows. So they laugh. Oh, such fun times. Then they bring up their horses.
Oh my God.
And Val still got her, like, half blinded, barely making it horse. Like,
yeah.
She takes care of, that tells me that she takes care of her, like, animals, and I like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, honestly, maybe she deserves Ghost a little bit more than John, because John do be neglecting him sometimes.
For real. Yeah, and speaking of Ghost, like, he's thinking about how he only brought, like, leathers and this guy named Horse, because he's like, if I bring any more people, it's, like, threatening, and, like, they can't even protect me anyway. Like, if he truly wants to kill me, like, if Tormund wants to kill me, what are, like, 20 men gonna do that? 2 can't? He's like, I really just need Ghost, and then I'm good. But
Yeah.
I'm like, you keep... And then immediately he's like, Ghost, where are you? And I'm like, you just said...
if you need Ghost, keep him by your side.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, come on, John. Like, what are you doing, you know?
Yeah. So then they start on their way back to the wall, and Val's just asking, like, oh, where am I gonna hang out? Because Selyse has taken over the tower she was in. So John's like, you can be in Hardin's tower, and it's guarded by Night's Watch people. Also, 1-1 sleeps in there, so, like, you got all the protection you would need.
Yeah.
And Val is also like, let me do more. Like, I want to do my part in helping this. And he's like, you've done all you can. But she's like, I can do more. And he says, come meet the queen, and then we'll, like, go from there, you know? Yeah. And she asks, do I have to kneel? He says, yeah, if you don't want to offend her. And she says, can I laugh when I kneel?
Oh my god.
Yeah. And she's like, fine, I will be a proper wildling princess for your queen. And so they finally get to the wall. Oh, Mormont's Raven has also followed John out. I wonder if it was so that somebody could keep an eye on the negotiations. Just wondering.
Of course.
So they ride through, and, like, there's a bunch of people gathered because they want to know what happened. Oh, by the way, can we just say how wrong you were about them coming to fight?
Oh, totally.
I forgot to rub that in your face earlier, so take this.
Literally. This chapter started and I was like, oh? Well, also because it started in a way where I could have been right. Like, I think George R. R. Martin did that intentionally.
Right.
And then I kind of was like,
yeah, because it's like he raged against the wall, or like, just in words, not in, like...
Yeah, like... it just starts off and he's like, he wasn't very, like, he's just kind of describing his physical appearance, and I was like, okay, why are you doing that? Is this, like, flash forward to the face off? Like, what's going on? And then it's like, he bellowed often and loudly, and he called me a craven, and blah blah. And then eventually I was like, hey, It doesn't seem like he's trying to kill you, so maybe this isn't a fight. And then he was like, we're negotiating, and I was like, okay, cool. Like,
yes, haha, you were wrong.
Yes, I was.
Oh, but I don't actually mean it mockingly. I mean, you got to make predictions. Some of them will be right, some of them will be wrong. But
yeah. So
yes, people want to know, will it be a fight or will it be peace? And John says, peace. Get ready. They'll be here in 3 days. And I got work to do. So he tells Satin to that he's going to go see the queen first, but that after that, to summon all the important people, like all the representatives, you know, Bowen Marsh, Yarwick, the Sapton, Clydas, Leathers for the free folk, as well as the Flint and Nori people that are there. So they could all have a discussion. Yeah. And so after having, he makes a point to call them to meet him at the top of the wall at sunset, which, you know, symbolism, like, freeze them into subservience. Like, let's not be cozy around a meal. Let's be harsh and, you know, frozen up our butts. I don't know.
Yeah.
So then,
but then I'm also kind of like I know that, like, this was gonna be a tough pill for them to swallow anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm
you
also
couldn't have,
like
made it a little easier with a nice meal.
yeah, you couldn't have like tried to, because sometimes like a little flattery goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like, because I agree with his, I'm on his side, but I just feel like he's not trying enough things,
Yeah.
because he basically is like, they're not gonna listen to me anyway, and I'm like, I know that and you know that, but can we still try? Can we try to like get on their good side a couple of times?
Yeah, I have more thoughts about that later. For
Right.
now, he and Val go to meet the queen, and she's hanging out sewing, and not Celise, Shireen is there, and what's his name?
Patchface.
Patchface is there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But before they get through, Sir Patrick is the one guarding.
Oh my god, this melodramatic man.
He's like, oh my god, princess, you're prettier than I even heard. The queen spoke so much of your beauty. And Val's like, how odd, when she has never seen me. And she then pats him over the head and says, up, Sir Kneeler. Up with you now.
That was so funny. Yeah. That was so funny. Especially because she can be, any onlooker, you can just be like, oh, she's a wildling princess, she doesn't know how to behave. I like her using that on her side, because other people would not be able to get away with this, so I love that she can by leaning into it.
Yeah. And John's also making note of how so Lisa's made herself real comfortable here, even though she's always talking about wanting to get to her seat. She doesn't seem to abandon the comforts of Castle Black. So
yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So they finally get to her, and Patchface is singing, the crow, under the sea, the crows are white as snow. I know, oh. I don't know what it means, but I just like to say whatever he says, because
I feel like this feels like a nod to Bran, like a little, because you know how he is gonna, control the crows, not control the crows now, but, he can work into crows and all the things. So it's and he's
how are they white
snow.
as snow? Or is it just because Jon Snow is a crow?
Yeah, I was just, sure, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But I was just thinking, winter, snow.
Right.
Yeah.
In that case, all the Night's Watch crows are, white crows, because they're always buried under snow, so.
Oh my god, maybe. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so they get there, they're talking, and Celise is like, good thing she returned before Stannis got back, otherwise you would have been in trouble, Jon.
And Shireen's in trouble.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, are you a princess? I'm a princess too, but I don't have any sisters. I had a cousin once, but he sailed away. He was just a bastard, but I liked him. Poor kid has nobody to play with. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is why I feel so bad for only children.
Right.
Because I think they have privileges, but having a built-in friend to play with is really important. At least I think so. As a kid, I know you kind of grew up as a half only child until we entered your life, of course.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think kids need other kids their age around, so I feel bad for Shireen.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else are they talking about? Oh, Shireen's like, I hear they've got more giants. I don't like this. And Val's like, yeah, there's 200 of them and more than 80 mammoths, which I like. But Shireen, Celise does not. She already can't stand 1-1.
Yeah.
And she calls them dreadful creatures, and Jon isn't sure if she's talking about mammoths or giants. Which,
oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's explaining how the 4,000 people will help them garrison the abandoned castles on the wall. And even if they're ruins, they're better than being out in the wild, and they'll be at least on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
And then Shireen's like, okay, I keep saying Shireen. Celise.
That's okay.
Is like, okay, So that's all good. As soon as they, bend the knee to Stannis, acknowledge him as king, and take R'hllor as their god, we'll be good to go. And
Girl.
this is when Jon has to be like, yes, actually, that wasn't the deal we made.
Yeah. Sorry. When we were negotiating for their lives, we actually weren't thinking about controlling their religion. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Because that was the deal Stannis made for the ones he let through and are now in Mole's Town. But of course, like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, so Tormund and his people, like the people that ran away, they lost. A lot more people died, but the ones that survived, now they don't have to take that sucky deal. So like,
yeah.
I don't know, a little bit of a win lose win situation.
Totally, yeah.
And Celise doesn't like it, but she has to admit that she can't prevent him from opening his gate. But once again is like, you're gonna be in trouble when Stannis gets back. And every time she says it, Jon's like, yeah, if he gets back, in his head.
Yeah, which I guess is a positive and a negative. But like, also, like, TBH, does Stannis give a fuck? I don't think so. You know,
I think Stannis is going to care more about the people, because remember, he got the Flints and the Norries on his side.
Yeah.
And Jon told him, don't make them turn to the Red God, because they will burn. Like, they will bury you right where you stand. And if you go to them and do it their way, they'll, like, be as loyal as they can be. So...
yeah, totally. I think the same. Like, it just...
Stannis is more pragmatic.
It would be illogical. Stannis is too pragmatic for that. And also, he's just... like, as far as we've seen... like, as we've seen so far, he kind of goes along with the religion more than is, like, a believer, you know?
Right. Yeah. So, then they leave. And as they're leaving... immediately Val is like, I don't like that kid. What, her face? And Jon says it's grayscale. Like, kids get it sometimes, and they survive. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But Val is not convinced. She says the Maesters may believe what they want, but if you ask a Woods Witch, you would know the truth. The Grey Death sleeps only to wake again. The child is not clean, and I want the monster, the baby, out of there. You cannot leave him in the same tower as the dead girl. And Jon's like, she's not dead. And Val says, she is. Her mother cannot see it, nor you, it seems. Yet death is there.
That's so dark.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, but her, like, you know, it sleeps only to wake again. That's like, it's dormant and it's gonna, like, spring up again. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard because it's like, sure, that's... and like, I get the risk of, like, if it could come back anytime and then it's, like, been passed on before you notice that it's back. And I get that, but also, like, she's not dead yet, you know?
Yeah. It's like, hard for me to tell whether, like, which side of this has more knowledge on the illness.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, we know the free folk have, like, you know, ancient knowledges that, like, they are more connected to the natural world in a lot of ways and know things. But then Maesters do serve a purpose sometimes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard because it's like, yeah, I think it's like one of those, like, things that maybe they've yet to figure out. Because I just feel like if this was like, I don't know, especially because, like, grayscale is a thing that seems to affect, like, a lot of people, you know, like, it's not, like, a northern phenomenon or something, you know? So I feel like it makes sense for, like, the Maesters and all of them to have figured out what's going on, too, especially because it's, like, so mortal that I feel like they would want to have known everything they could.
Mortal or fatal?
Fatal, yeah.
Okay.
Like, typically, right? Like, in most...
Yes, you said, like, mortal, but that, like, didn't make sense in my sentence.
Yeah, misspoke. Yeah, like, if they... Yeah, because is Shireen the only one we know of who's, like, survived and is, like, chilling?
I think so, but Tyrion, when he, like, gets exposed to it, he's also thinking about, like, he's thinking about the general like general knowledge surrounding grayscale, and he also says like kids get it and can survive it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it is like a general. Yeah,
But
I
I
don't know.
think,
It's
but that's
hard.
like general knowledge given Tyrion, who grew up amongst maesters.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's also hard though, because I think. Yeah, there's probably also like this might be more of a cultural thing than like
Yeah.
a scientific body thing. Like it might just be like a like stigma sort of thing too, where it's just
Mm-hmm.
like if my kid's gonna get grayscale, kill him. Because like there's some things where I think the free folk are very like black and white, like
Yeah.
so that could be
It's
part of it.
kind
I
of like
think.
turned into a superstition. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could totally be it. Okay. I hope for Shireen's sake that it is just
yeah,
that. Like, she dealt with it as a kid, now she's good to go.
yeah. Because that is scary. We're already worried about Griff and like Tyrion, I mean, still
Oh
has
my
to
god,
keep
I can't
pricking.
believe you remember Griff. Haven't seen that guy in so long.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of worried about him.
Maybe that's why we haven't seen him, because he dead.
LOL.
Yeah. So John promises her that he will try to get Monster out of there and to Val if he can. And she's like, you better, you owe me a debt.
Yeah.
So
And he keeps this entire chapter, he keeps being like, I have foes to face. My brothers. The worst foes. My brothers. Or like, I have to feed them this meal that I've made. And I'm like, oh my god,
and they're
he's
not gonna
so
like
dreading
the
this.
taste, yeah.
Exactly. And he's like totally dreading it. And then he gets there and he's just like, this is happening. And I was like, for all of that, you really channeled all of that dread and said, let me give him nothing. Like he was like, he's like stewing over this. He's like, how do I do this? I'm like, oh, whatever. And then he gets there and he's just like, so this is what's happening. Like, what? Like, it's like he thought about it and then he was like, I'm just gonna do what I've been doing this entire time.
Yeah. So he goes up to the wall, up on top of the wall with Leathers, and he gets there early. He's like watching as everybody else arrives.
Okay, wait, as he's getting there, he's like, the wall is mine. At least for 2 more days, at least.
Like, because like on the third day, the free folk are gonna come through, and that might like who really knows what that'll bring.
Right. Okay. So like the actual control aspect.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the free folk might come through, and they might rebel against us, or my brothers will hate seeing them come through and will rebel against me. Like all of those things, you know.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but he does like he's also watching the sentries, and he's noting like they're covered up, but he could tell who they are just from the way they stand and walk, and like that's how well he's gotten to know his people. So that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
a good
also
leader.
thinking about Mance and him saving Arya, and he's like, I'm saving all your people, you better save my sister.
Yeah.
But he's also not sure if Mance actually did mean to save her ever, or was he just using it as a ploy to get himself set free. Right. And this made me think about how Melisandre was like, no, he won't do anything out of the ordinary because I've got him under my spell. But we don't know if he's still wearing that bracelet. Does the spell work without the bracelet? Is the bracelet only for the glamour, or like, you know? I immediately I was like, logistics, give it to me.
Yeah, no, because without that, we would have reason to doubt his loyalty. But also I feel like Mance might be like a guy of his word, you know? I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe he might do the thing where he's like he gets Arya quote unquote delivered, but he feels no obligation to like get back into chains, you know?
Right. Like if he saves Arya, then he's like, I did my thing, now I can go do my own thing. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And also, if you remember where we last left Mance and that situation, that's all up in the air too.
Totally, yeah. Yeah.
So everybody arrives, they're grumbling, and John's cursing Sam for leaving him a Lord Commander, because a Lord Commander has no friends. You know, John, who also has no friends? The person that sends all his friends away. That's the person that has no friends.
So true. Ugh.
And they're talking, okay, so you know what's happening? They're coming in 3 days. This is how many. No, actually, it's 3,000. But there's like a lot more free folks still at Hardhome that you mean to rescue. And also there's the ones beyond the Shadow Tower with the Weeper. And John's like, yeah, I won't deny it. Like, the Weeper definitely going to be attacking the Bridge of Skulls again. And
can you remind me what the skulls prophecy thingy was that Melisandre saw?
I don't remember, but it was just like she saw a bunch of skulls and she was like, skulls, they mean death. And we were like, yeah, don't worry.
Okay, cool. But like that was it? Like there was no like, I see John
you go
there.
look it up yourself. I don't remember the exact words.
Okay. It's in the first book. It's like I tried looking at it in the second one and I was like, damn it, it's not here. And then I was like, I'm not getting up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in that case, I'll find it for you.
Thank you.
Pause.
Yeah.
To save you the hassle. How do I...
How do I live?
Do you remember what chapter it was? Like,
it was the ones I just edited. It was 29.
Like
it was 31, 32, I think. Okay. Whichever one of those was Melisandre.
This is her vision. Shadows in the shape of skulls. Oh, actually, I'm going to read the whole thing. Then the towers by the sea, crumbling as a dark tide came sweeping over them. So this is like the tower she sees. Shadows in the shape of skulls. Bodies locked together in lust, writhing and rolling and clawing. Through curtains of fire, great winged shadows wheeled against a hard blue sky. A wooden face, corpse white. Was this the enemy? 1,000 red eyes floated in the rising flames. He sees me. Beside him, a boy with a wolf's face threw back his head. Blah, blah, blah. Snowflakes swirled from a dark sky, and ashes rose to meet them, the gray and the white whirling around each other, as flaming arrows arched above a wooden wall. And she heard the whispered name Jon Snow. His long face floated before her, limed in tongues of red and orange, appearing and disappearing. A shadow half seen. And she's like, show me Azor Ahai, but lore only shows me snow. And that's that vision, pretty much.
Okay. So it was just like the skulls and like shadows.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the Shadow Tower, the Bridge of Skulls, so it could mean that. So but it doesn't, her vision doesn't give us a hint as to what might be going down there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So John's like, yeah, he's planning to attack it, and if he does, I am gonna try to get him to come on our side too. Now this is the part I have beef with.
Yeah. I was like, John, do you sincerely think this is going to work? Like, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, we cannot pick and choose among the free folk, saying this one may pass, this one may not. Peace means peace for all. I agree with the general gist of that, but I think you can make some very specific exceptions.
Exactly.
And the guy who has
committed himself to killing you guys.
Yeah, everybody hates him. And it's one small concession that could keep all these people on his side, and he refuses to make it.
Yeah. It was very,
when a man takes his black, his crimes are forgiven, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, he's not gonna take the black. And also, even if he did, you could never trust him. And John's like, you don't need to trust a man to use him. And in his mind, he's like, otherwise, how else would I use all of you? But, like...
Yeah, that's not the flex he thinks it is.
Yes.
And like it's not the flex like, yeah, you know, I've been keeping this going with all of you around me who I don't trust. Like that's not a flex, John. You should have some people around you. We've been yelling at you about that. Yeah, it just is. Yeah, it's very concerning. It's very concerning. Like, because I'm just like, you can't like. This is so pacifist, but not in like a fun, great way, but in like a like, come on. Like, you do not need to take every single word literally sort of way. You know, like he's like,
Yeah.
peace has to be peace for every single person. It's like, no, like the point of you saying that is like, I don't want to be killing innocent people.
Some people are war criminals and don't have a right to that peace. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, and like and I'm not necessarily saying like you have to attack him and his entire party and whatever. It's just kind of like you have to at least commit yourself to being against him. Like, you know, I understand not wanting like the innocent people who just ended up allying, you know, like, but with like,
or even if you don't want to kill him, like say, I'll keep him imprisoned as a hostage to make sure all the people that follow him get in line. Like, just don't be like, he will get the exact same treatment as everybody else. That just isn't
fair. Totally.
Yeah, so that's the part I did not agree with John.
Yeah, but this is also the thing where it's like he's also not only has he sent away all of his friends, he's also sent away people like Eamon and stuff, where like they could actually give good advice. Because I just also feel like the people around him,
all he's got left around are complainers. No,
exactly true. And also like they just like they hate all the free folk, so they don't have a like good outlook on it either. So I understand him not being like, let me listen to your criticisms, because I feel like they've kind of proven a lot of times that their opinion is not necessarily the most valid. But then so then it's hard to pick and choose like where these people are right and where they're not when you're being guided by them. But then I just wish that he had people around who he could trust, who like, if it's like someone whose opinion you trust and they say the same thing as someone whose opinion you don't trust, then you might actually listen to them, you know? Like, it's tough. It's tough. It's not all his fault, but this is kind of a mess up on his part for sure. Yeah.
He was dealt a bad hand, but then he made even worse moves, like, on top of it.
Yeah, totally.
They're like, okay, fine, if we let them through, there's gonna be so many of them compared to us. How are we gonna keep them in control? Where are you gonna house them? And so John like lays out his plan. He's like, okay, all the family having not so fightery people we're gonna put at the castles that are not currently garrisoned. The spearwives who will fight will join their sisters at the Long Barrow. Single men fighters will be sent to other forts that are under the control of the Night's Watch, and any who take the Black will be at Castle Black, Eastwatch, or the Shadow Tower. And Tormund is gonna be in charge of Oakenshield, and that's nearby, so we'll keep an eye on him that way. And Bowen Marsh is like, okay, if they don't kill us with their swords, they might kill us with their mouths. How are you gonna feed them? Through Eastwatch. We'll bring in the food by ship, and we're gonna get it from anywhere we can, basically. And Bowen Marsh is, of course, like, how are we gonna pay for this? With gold from the Iron Bank of Bravos, John might have replied.
Yeah.
Instead.
This was
like, what?
This was so stupid. Like, open your mouth and use the damn instrument that your freaking old gods gave you, John. Like,
why won't you just tell them? Like, you've already done it. They can't like stop you from doing the deal.
Exactly.
But they might actually think, oh, at least we'll live to see another day.
Exactly. Like you literally, you said, this is a misunderstanding. Why don't I make it even more bad? Like, come on. Like,
so he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna pay for it from all the things we the free folks surrender. And obviously that's not gonna be
he
enough.
Sounds delusional. He sounds delusional, like he's not thinking things through and he's just leaving it up to fate. Like, he literally sounds like a child saying that, it's know?
Like all the bad moves he makes are like broadcasted, but any of the good moves he makes, he like hides. Like, what's this is Ned. This is more Ned.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he is not learning from Ned's death. You know how Jaime was always seen as Tywin's like true son, but then now we're kind of coming to realize that like Tyrion was really his dad's kid?
Yeah, or like Tywin saw Jaime as his son.
Right, yeah. And, like, even I feel like other people did too. Like, it was like Jaime's like this great angel,
Sure.
Kingsguard guy, right? And I feel like there's like a similar thing going on with like Robb and Jon, where it's like, of course Robb is Ned's kid and like he has a lot of his things too, but I feel like ultimately like Robb's demise was, well, I guess actually no.
No, they're both falling. They're all doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
I guess no, because you know what I was thinking in my head, and then I said it out loud, and I was like, wait, that doesn't quite make sense. Was I was thinking, well, he like died because of his lust, but then I was like, no, he died because he was unwilling to give up the honor.
Yes.
And yeah, but I had just, it took me saying it out loud to realize what I was thinking. But I was just thinking how like Jon, yeah, I guess in Ned's case, they're both really his sons. But
Yeah.
I guess then my point is just that like Jon is every bit as much of his son as Robb was, because he's going through the same tragedy, just in a different way.
Yeah. But we've also recently talked about how like Ned had a much more long-lasting legacy than anybody like Tywin, who made all the right moves when he was alive, did. Mm-hmm. So maybe once Jon too is dead, all the Night's Watch people will realize that he was doing the right thing.
Unfortunately, yeah.
They like send him out to like fight the Weeper. He dies, and then they hear news from the like they get like truckloads of gold from the Bank of Bravos, and they're like, oh, we might have done the wrong thing here.
For real. Oh my god.
Too bad it's too late.
Yeah. Hey, but that's also that would also, I mean, it's a great way, like, using the martyrdom to like your advantage is a great way, because then they can be like, oh my god, we didn't want Jon to die. He insisted.
But then he'll be dead. What's the point?
No. The people who don't like him being able to, like, pacify everybody who does, you know? Like, you can be like, oh my god, we didn't want him to die. He insisted. Oh, he's such a sweetheart for doing that, you know? And then, like, you, treat his legacy well, but not him, you know?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's emerge out of this deep conversation we've gotten into. Yeah, we're gonna pay for it with the handful of gold they got. Yay.
Yeah. No, I can only imagine how they felt at this point.
Yeah, and then Clytus is like, "Well, why don't we make them give up their arms as well?" And Leathers is like, "What the? Like, you want them to fight the others with snowballs? Like, what do you think?" And also John's like, Tormund would never agree to that.
Yeah, of course.
And the Nori guy is concerned, like, okay, well, you're going to bring them over and you're going to put them in these forts, but how are you to make sure they don't go south into our lands and, like, take everything we have? And John's like, Tormund's given me his word. He's a guy of his word. I trust him. And the Weeper and the other captains will swear the same or will not let them pass.
LOL.
Which, like, yeah, as who is it? Othel Yarwick is like, the Weeper's word is worthless. Like, maybe Tormund will keep his word, but what's she gonna keep the Weeper from keeping his word? You know?
Yeah, totally.
Just Jon.
Yeah, I love you, Jon, but you're kind of a mess right now, King.
Yeah. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm not as stupid as you think. I insisted upon hostages. He says next. And he explains, we're going to get 100 boys between the ages of 8 and 16, and they're going to be squires and pages. And then they also have a problem with this because they're like, squires? You're going to teach them to fight?
Oh my
How dare?
God. Bro.
You need people.
Exactly.
And you're getting, like, young boys ready for training. Like,
yeah.
What?
You can't half-ass it. I'm
mad at Jon for the... I'm so sorry.
No, continue.
I'm mad at Jon for the things that I've outlined before. But these people are untenable.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do any better than Jon, because I would have, like, thrown them over the wall by now.
Totally,
and,
yeah. Honestly, same. Like, I don't have the patience. That's the thing. Like, yeah, that's what it honestly comes back to for me every time with these Jon chapters. It's like, yeah, there are some times where Jon does things that are frustrating, but they're it's always coming from like a good place. You know what I mean? Like he never makes decisions like that like screw people over or like throw them under the bus. Like I think ultimately the things he's doing, he's trying to do what's best for everyone, whatever. He's just kind of bad at certain things. But, like, with them, it's just, like, every time they say something, it just always feels like it's coming from a bad place. It just always feels, like, very...
They're just always looking to oppose, never to understand.
Yeah, it just never... So then it's hard to take them seriously, even when they're right. But here, I'm just like, you're literally not right. Like, you're literally wrong. Like, there's no... you can't half-ass this. You either commit to, like, killing everybody, which I don't think you should do, or you actually have to trust them and let them in, because you can't just, like, keep them as your hostages. And, like they're not just, like, your servants who you can be like, go fight. Okay, now take all your armor off. I don't want you to rebel against me. You know what I mean? Like, this is not... You're all equal. Like, that would be how it works, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So then... they're like, fine, you'll take these hostages. But so Jon is not the first young ruler in this book to have taken hostages. We saw how it went with Daenerys.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are questioning the same thing. Like, if you take them and their parents prove to be traitors, will you have what it takes? And will you take off their heads? And Jon thinks... ask Janos Slynt, which I think is very different.
Yeah, that was
Janos
not a
Slynt, it's not a comparable thing. Like, you can't be like, I took off Janos Slynt's head, so I will have no trouble taking off these kids' heads.
Yeah,
I think you're underestimating that, Jon, so you should give it more thought.
Yeah,
but at least with Tormund's people, I personally trust that group to keep to their word.
Yeah. I also think that, like, I think that Jon will have it in him ultimately to do the right thing. Like, even though he's making this weird he's refusing to make this, like, he's refusing to treat Weeper differently, whatever, and, like, that whole weird spot. But I do think that, like, you know, he's seen how his father doled out justice and did all the things. Like, I feel like it makes, like, I think this is something that
he'll be able to make himself do it, but it won't be as easy for him as he thinks it will.
Yeah, right. Like, but I think also he kind of has to, like, put on that show here, you know?
Yes, I know, but it was the inner thought when he was like, ask Janos Slynt that I had a problem with. I was like, no, not quite. Not the same thing.
Not quite nailing it, King. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, like, if he does what Daenerys does, which is, like, just grow super attached to the hostages.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want him killing no kids. Like, that's the last thing I want.
Yeah, that's true.
It does hinder his use for them as hostages. But we don't know yet, so we'll see. Yeah, they're going to be trained, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, this is... Finally, Bowen Marsh is like, what you're proposing is all treason. This is bad, bad, bad. We fought them all this time. Have you forgotten your words? And Jon's like, oh, have I? These are the words. They say that I am the light that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards the realms of men. Did I forget the parts where it said that we should defend every ruined castle and keep the king and his laws and blah, blah, blah? We're guarding the realms of men. And the free folk are men, so just get in line.
Yep.
And Bowen Marsh has no response to that for once. And Jon's like, okay, this is done. Winter is coming. We gotta fight the White Walkers. This is happening, so deal with it.
Yeah.
And he starts doling out orders like, you go prepare this, make sure, like, you have enough supplies for healing, make sure the wagons are ready for transportation. Just Bowen, go count the gold and silver, be ready to ship it to Eastwatch. And they say, yes, my lord. And
yeah, Clytus
Jon's
has a moment where he's like, I'll do my best, Jon, my lord, I mean, which I'm also just like, dude, why are you...
Actually, Yeah, sorry, finish your that.
Yeah, I get that it could be just like a like you're my guy and like he's on his side sort of thing, but it feels more like a like you're already kind of like I don't think this was intentional or anything, but I just feel like it's like this subconscious, like you're thinking of him as this child, this incapable person. Like I feel like the fact that it
But he
slips
calls him,
out,
but instead of saying like boy or a kid or whatever,
right,
or Snow, he calls him John. John is the thing you would call your friend.
right.
So I this was more like
he's the only one here who's not against him, sort of thing.
100%, you know, like
Yeah,
that's
right.
the vibe I got. But that might be
Okay.
I was misreading it.
Yeah, I was worried that it was more of like a like, oh no, even the guy we like is kind of starting to lose faith in John, you know?
Yeah, I didn't personally read it as that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as John's like looking at them and their not so happy faces, he's remembering ice and daggers in the dark, blood frozen red and hard, and naked steel.
Oh god. John.
Yeah.
There's not quite a point of fixating on this and thinking about it all the time if you're not going to do anything about it.
Right. So what happens next? Do they cross over? Does it go successfully?
I think so.
Will there be any trouble? If so, what kind?
I don't think there will be any trouble for now, but I think that I think there will be trouble when I think there might be trouble at Eastwatch, like with the mammoths and all the things. Like I know John's like, I'll make sure that they know, I'll make sure they're ready for you. But I'm just worried because John's not really there right now. And also, what's his name is gone right now? Like Cotter Pike is gone right now to go do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how the guy he left in charge is someone we don't necessarily love?
The greatest, yeah.
So I think, and also with all the prophesizing about Eastwatch and stuff, so I'm kind of worried about what goes on there. But I think at least here, at least for now, I think they'll be let in safely and they'll be, I don't think they're gonna instantly turn on John or anything when they come back. I trust them not to do that. And I don't think the Night's Watch people are gonna do anything for now, but I do think it'll be because you know how he's gonna get people who, some people to swear the vows and serve at these castles. He's gonna send, the Spearwives off to a different castle, whatever. So I feel like things might start stirring up, once, he's okay, get your swords out. You're here for, you're here for your wall shift, whatever. Right. I feel like that might start getting dicey. People might be like, I don't want to serve with you. I don't want to do whatever. Because I feel like so far the people that he's appointed, Leathers and Satin and them, have been more like John's men. Doing stuff for John. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm just kind of worried about how the interactions are going to go. When they're trying to do their job or when they're trying to settle in. But I think the initial passage will be fine. I think there might just be tension, but I think it will be fine for now.
Okay. Cool. Then let's move on to Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
So
I also obviously I trust Bowen Marsh and all the in general I trust him to do the right. Well, do I? But I kind of trust him, right? I don't think he's evil in the same way that Alistair Thorne is. But I'm also just you're gonna get him to collect all the tolls? I don't know, it just felt like a big job for someone I don't totally trust, you know? And I know that
I am
John
not super concerned about that because what's he gonna do with any gold hoard of his own?
I don't know, can he bribe people with it? I don't know, I'm just kind of paranoid. Or is it not enough? You know?
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that because I think I trust him to do his job. I don't trust him to have John's back, if you know what I mean.
Right, of course, yeah. I think I'm just kind of paranoid at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you should be. Have you read these books? Okay, Cersei!
Oh my god. Seeing Cersei again after so long was so fun. Especially
just what a wild ride in her head.
It's such yeah, maybe we'll get it later, but I don't think we will, especially with the way that this chapter ends with her going immediately back to her scheming ways. I was hoping for a bit of it's me who's been making the bed sort of reflection. But I forgot that this was Cersei because it's been so long since we've seen her. So I forgot that the only the thing, hold on, what we saw her like think about in her own head, and like what we saw her like concede to in this chapter is like probably the most vulnerable, like one of the most vulnerable moments we've ever seen her. So that's kind of saying a lot, but I was expecting vulnerability at the level of normal people, not at the level of Cersei.
It's the most vulnerable for her, but it still wasn't very genuine. So
exactly. So, and like even I think in her head, like when they're not letting her sleep and like all the things, like I feel like she kind of gets to a point where she's like, whatever, you know. But I feel like even then I just was like, oh, I was expecting a bit more from you, queen, but guess not.
Yeah, I did really feel bad for her. Like they're torturing her with that's totally. Nobody deserves that. Period. Yeah. Like just and I say this as a not totally not biased because I love sleep or anything, but I do still think like torture, no. Just no. Just kill him outright if you have to. Okay, so she is in her cell, which is a very cold place, and there's that tiny window up high that she can't look out. Nothing really happens, but it's there, and it lets in even more cold. So everything's just bad. And she's thinking back to how the first time they gave her a little shift dress, she tore it up. But then after she had to spend a night freezing, when they brought her another one, she thanked them and
choking upon the words in true Cersei fashion.
And the whole time he's like, Jaime's coming. I know he's racing to me. It's just, I just have to wait until he gets here.
Oh my God.
And she's praying for Loras to die because
oh my God,
at last report he was badly injured at Dragonstone, but she hasn't heard if he's died yet, because then she can have another Kingsguard and that'll be great.
Oh my God.
But nobody's giving her any news. She's got her 3 jailers, Septa Unella, Septa Moel, and Septa Scalera, whom she hates almost as much as she hates all the men that have disappointed her, as she says.
Oh my God.
And, they bring her food, water, empty her chamber pot, and take away her shift every few days for washing. Yeah. And I just, you can't have a backup shift. Like, does she really have to?
Yeah, this was so unnecessary.
Yeah. And she's just, instead of growing contemplative, she's growing resentful in this.
Totally, yeah.
Which, I mean, I didn't expect a different, like, it's Cersei. Like,
right, yeah. Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've seen her, so I was like, oh, maybe she'll change for the better.
And she's thinking about the state of the world, and, like, I don't know how much of this we already knew, so I'm just gonna, like, say it all. But, Osney's brothers seem to be doing nothing about the situation. But we know that Littlefinger is in charge of them, so maybe like they're waiting on orders from Littlefinger or something.
Right.
Aurane Waters has taken off with her ships. We knew that, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, I think so.
Orton Merryweather has taken Taena back to their home. Did we know that?
No, I don't think so.
So, and even here, she's like taken his wife Taena, who had been the queen's 1-2 friend in the terrible times. So she still hasn't like cottoned on to that.
Literally.
Harris Swift and Pycelle are conspiring against her on the council, as she says. Meryn Trant and Boris Blunt are nowhere to be found. Is that like nowhere to be found as in she hasn't heard of them, or are they like, have they disappeared from the castle? I don't know. Yeah, but she hasn't gotten any news, so I think it's just they haven't come to protect me or something, I guess.
Yeah.
And Lancel, who had once claimed to love her, was one of her accusers. So Lancel has arrived and added his
Yeah.
accusations to the pile.
Yeah, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but all of this she knows because of the Qyburn visit, right? Because she hasn't gotten anything since then. Like, no one's telling her anything.
They probably, maybe the Lancel accusation, they would have told her, like, here's yet another accusation that you're being, or maybe like Lancel had arrived at that initial visit, like when she was initially imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
He had already made the accusation by then. I don't remember the details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, probably she knows this stuff from Qyburn.
Yeah.
And yeah, she hasn't had any news since then, so.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, Jamie's not here yet, but soon he will be here. And she's tried everything with these septa.
Oh
she
my God.
She commanded, she invoked the mother's mercy, she tried her charm, she offered them rewards, and she even prayed. And she prayed so hard, harder than she had ever prayed.
Oh my God.
She gave it everything but tears. They will never have those, she told herself.
Wow.
And she'd even tried to fight them, but they're like, there's 3 of them and they're physically stronger than her, so
yeah,
they're not letting that happen. And they're also not letting her sleep. So anytime she falls asleep, they wake her up. And she's also been accused by Osney Kettleblack of murder because he confessed to smothering the last High Septon at her command. So we had theorized that this was a thing that she had done, and now like Osney has confessed to it.
Oh my God.
So I guess she's maybe getting updates on her sins, you know?
But that's kind of it. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, she's having a rough go at it, and like I said, I to some degree I sympathized for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not gonna die here. I won't allow it to happen. My son needs me. The realm needs me. She has very grand ideas about herself, which is no shock to us, I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then finally she comes to a resolution, like, I can't do this. I must confess. And that night, when Septa Onella came to wrench her out of sleep, she found the queen waiting on her knees. I have sinned, said Cersei. Her tongue was thick in her mouth, her lips raw and chapped. I have sinned most grievously. I see that now. How could I have been so blind for so long? The crone came to me with her lamp raised high, and by its holy light I saw the road that I must walk. I want to be clean again. I want only absolution. Please, good Septa, I beg of you, take me to the High Septon so that I might confess my crimes and fornications.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very, and then, like, they're like, okay, amazing, let's, I'll go tell him right away. And then they let her sleep the rest of the night, which is amazing. And in the morning when they come to get her, she makes more pious noises at them. The crone came to me with her lamp raised high, and in the light I saw the road I must walk was just too much.
I can't. Coming from Cersei, like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, and they're delighted, but they don't trust her, because even when they're walking her to the High Septon, they're like surrounding her so that she doesn't make a run for it.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's like, yeah, they did that as though they thought I would try to flee. And I'm like, girl, remember short minutes ago where you told us you tried to fight them? Like, I don't blame them, you know?
So they're like, oh, we're so glad, but they're also like, we're not so sure about you.
Exactly. Which is valid.
Yeah, but they do, when they're taking her down, she asks them about Tommen, is he well? They do at this point tell her, yes, he's fine. He hangs out with the queen, to which she's like, I'm the queen in her head, but she swallowed, smiled, and said, that's good to know. Tommen loves her so. I never believed those terrible things ever being said of her.
LOL. Oh my God.
And in her head, she's like, how did Marjorie get out of this? Is there going to be a trial? And they tell her, yes. No, was there a trial? Soon, said Septa Scalera, but her brother... Hush.
Mm-hmm.
What about her brother?
Yeah, I don't know, because then they never tell us what this was.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
want to know so bad. So, like, like, she's got a few brothers.
Yeah, right.
So, like, which brother, first off?
I'm assuming Loris.
So, what about him?
Yeah, because then also, like, it would be a weird sentence if it wasn't directly related to getting Marjorie out. Do you know what I mean? Like, if, like they could be
to
telling
a
us, like...
trial or something.
Yeah, like, if they could be telling us, like, was there a trial? Soon, but her brother died. So they're postponing it or something.
Okay.
Or it could be, like, soon, but her brother basically got those charges removed or something. Like, I don't know where they're going with this, because also later we learn that Tarly's kind of been leading the charge on Marjorie, like, being able to like not be imprisoned anymore, and like hopefully her trial's looking up. So, but then I'm kind of like, where does her brother come into it? So maybe it is sort of like a waiting for her brother or something. I don't know. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. We're waiting for her brother, but her brother must get well before he can fight for her honor or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot of possibility.
But then
but her brother is dead, so
up,
we're giving her time to mourn would like suck, but would also make sense.
Or it's also like, if her brother is, what is it? Yeah, like, also, why would her brother be her champion if her trial's looking up? She doesn't need to then do like a trial of champions, you know? So then I just don't know quite what's going on here with the brother bit.
But I thought it was noteworthy, so I made note of it.
Yeah. Or maybe, you know how one of the accusations is that she was sleeping with her brother or whatever? So then maybe he needs to be here to defend himself, so that's why we gotta wait for him?
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right, moving on. So they get to the High Septon in his sanctum. And he's still holier than thou as ever. And he tells Unella to take notes, and he dismisses the other two. And, you know, Cersei like starts with, "Oh, the crone came to me as I slept last night with her," and he's like,
God.
For sure. Let's give it a second."
He's like, I got that, but
yeah. And she's like, "So once I confess, can I go home?" And he's like, "You'll be dealt with according to your sins." So then she's like, "Okay, I guess I'll start." I slept with people outside marriage. It was Lancel, Osney Kettleblack, and then she says his brothers too, both of them, because she doesn't know what else they might say, so it's better to confess too much than too little.
This girl, oh my god.
Might as well throw that in.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's like, I'm already confessing to sleeping with two people already. May as well make
sinned,
it 4.
But I did it because I was lonely and afraid. I used sex to incentivize them to protect Tommen, because I already lost a kid. I don't want to lose another kid. And the High Septon's like, okay, sure. If I guess for the Kettleblacks you can say that, but what about Lancel? And she's like, well, this time she has to be careful because she thinks Lancel will have told him everything. He loved me. He was half a boy, but I never doubted his devotion to me or my son. But I had sex with him because I was lonely. And then she does I was only a woman, and you know how women are weak vessels, easily tempted.
Also, you know what's so funny? To be like, I was lonely, I'd lost my husband, my son, my lord father. The only one she'd lost at that point was her husband. So even if
she was sleeping with Lancel even before, probably, because she
that
got
too,
Lancel to like intoxicate Robert,
right? Yeah,
or maybe she got him to do that and then afterwards had sex with him. But you know,
right? Yeah.
She can't say that because
especially because like he has confessed everything to this High Septon guy. So
yeah,
like High Septon's got it. Like, I know the High Septon already kind of knows that she's lying about certain things or, like, stretching the truth about some things.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just feel like this is just more inconsistency that he could point out, you know?
Oh, yeah. In, like, a true trial, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
But if she gets a trial by combat, then it's, like, those can go either way. So
Right. Yeah, that's true. Ugh.
yeah. And his reply is, oh, yeah, the wickedness of widows is well known, and all women are wantons at heart. Just slap his head and spin it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like, okay, as long as you didn't have sex with anybody while Robert was alive, there's no treason. And she's like, I promise, I swear, I never.
I never stopped, you mean? I never stopped having sex while he was alive.
Yeah.
Not with him.
And also, Osney Kettleblack has said that you killed the old High Septon. Mm-hmm. And that you made him swear those false witnesses against Marjorie. And of course she's like, no, I love Marjorie. Why would I do that? And sure, like, I didn't like the old Septon and I complained about him once or twice. So maybe Osney took it upon himself to kill the guy, but I didn't tell him to do it. He just wanted to impress me, probably.
Oh my god. This girl, man. This girl.
And then he says, you're also accused of killing Robert. And she's like, what? Am I a bore now all of a sudden?
She's so funny, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then lastly, he says, last and worst of all, you're accused of adultery, and that your kids are bastards not fathered by Robert. And Cersei immediately is like, Stannis says that.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants these kids out of the way so he can take the throne. And even the High Septon is like totally willing to give her that because it's to his advantage. Because if Stannis is the rightful king, they all gotta be devotees of R'hllor. But
yeah,
obviously he wants to keep his power. So in that, he's like, yeah, good. Stannis is not so great. So.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Which is just like, we knew none of these things are fair, and he's just going around preaching his like, oh my god, the gods will judge you now, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But it just further is like, so what if the gods don't want you to do this, huh? Like, you know?
Yeah. Oh, this is not about gods or anything. This is politics.
I know, of course. It's always about the power, but it's just fun to point out because it's like, yes. See?
Yeah. And then he's like, so I guess we'll see the truth of all this in your trial. And Cersei's like, trial? I already confessed. What trial? And he's like, well, sure, you've confessed to some things, but you still gotta be tried for all the other things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, fine, but can I please see my son? And he's like, not until you're clean again, because you're gross right now. But I will let other people see you, because they're not as worthy of being in the presence of a clean soul or whatever.
Yeah.
And at this news, she begins to cry. And this time, it's for real. So they did apparently get that from her as well. Because she's also been crying through this whole confession, but like it's been super fake tears. She like poked herself in the eye to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then she's led back to her room, but not her room. They upgrade her to a new room. And, it's and
one of the septas is like, you must feel so clean and innocent, like the day of your wedding now, like now that you've cleansed yourself of those sins and like the lies. And she's like, I fucked Jaime on the morning of my wedding. And if that's not the most Cersei thing in the world, I don't know what is.
I mean, yeah. I
Like somebody being like, oh yeah, no, like just the fact that like
No, I agree. What I'm saying is these people are so unbearable in their righteousness that I am all for Cersei being like, I fucked my brother on the day of my wedding. Like,
real.
it makes me almost support her wrongs, you know?
Real. Oh my god.
But yeah, so she has a nicer room, a warmer bed, a window that she can actually look out of, better food, and she's allowed to sleep all night. And the first person she asks for is to see her uncle, by the way. And he is Lord Regent now. I think we kind of knew about this because Qyburn told her how the new council had summoned him.
Right, yeah.
The last time, so now he has arrived. That's the news part.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she sleeps well, and then the next morning, first thing, Kevin is there. And he is angry with her, rightfully so. And she's like, I know, I'm sorry I threw wine in your face. To which he's like, you think I'm mad about a cup of wine?
Oh
you
God.
messed up my kid. You were supposed to take care of him.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know, valid. I'm so bad. I know. And she like hugs him and kisses him and is like, please forgive me. And Sir Kevin suffered the embrace for a few heartbeats before he finally raised his own arms to return it. His hug was short and awkward. And then he holds her by the shoulder at arm's length so she can't do that again. He's just like,
oh my god.
He's like, okay, fine, you're forgiven. Let's get on with it.
Oh my god.
I have some news. First, Jaime disappeared somewhere in the Riverlands with a woman, and we have had no further word of him.
Wow.
So that's where that's at. We've also had reports of sellswords landing all over the south. And they think it's Stannis who's bought these sellswords, but what do you think?
Is it our Golden Company people? Are they here?
I mean, that would certainly be a possibility.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, and Kevin's like, I don't have the army. Like, Jaime took most of our army, so I don't have the force here to go deal with them right now. And Tyrell, who does have the force, doesn't want to leave until his daughter is settled.
Right.
And it's, yeah, we're just gonna have... And Cersei's like, in her head, is like, it's fine, let them take it all. I just want to go home.
Oh my god. Kate, they sent that many people with Jaime?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it... yeah, they sent a bunch of people with Jaime, but also there was also a big Frey / Lannister host already at Riverrun laying siege when he got there. So I think, like, combined, it's probably a larger part of their force.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And she's like, please take me from here. He says how I don't have the power, and also His Holiness is not going to let you leave until you've atoned for your sins. And she's like, but I already confessed. But he says you gotta atone before the city. And he says something about a walk.
Yeah. Is this like you go on a walk and as you're walking they like announce everything you've done to everyone? Like, what is this?
Maybe, but she is fervently against it. She says, no, never tell him that if you speak again. I am a queen, not some dockside whore. And he's like, no harm's gonna come to you. No one will touch you. But she just says, no, I would sooner die. So she knows what this is, but she doesn't like it.
Okay. Does she have to, like, walk naked or something? Like...
That would be interesting. There is that one story, I think we get it from Cersei's POV, where she remembers her dad forcing her grandfather's mistress to walk naked out the castle.
Oh my god, this is like a thing they do?
It was a thing that Tywin did once. I don't know if it's a thing they do. But if, like, just saying a walk, like, means something to her immediately. Yeah. It must, like, whether it's that or it's something else, it must be like a thing that happens. So
right, that makes sense.
So,
oh my god. Oh.
Okay, but she's like, I'm not gonna do it, and Kevin's like, fine, I guess you'll just have to do a trial, because his high holiness is resolved that you be tried for regicide, deicide, incest, and high treason. And she's like, when did I kill a god? Deicide.
Oh my
but
god.
apparently, murdering the High Septon counts because they're God's representative on Earth or whatever.
Oh my god.
And it's going to be the faith that tries her, unless, of course, she insists on a trial by battle, in which case she has to be championed by a Kingsguard. And whatever happens, your rule is at an end. I will be regent until Tommen is ready to be king. Mace Tyrell is King's Hand. Pycelle and Harris Swift are keeping their positions. And Paxter Redwine is Lord Admiral, and Randall Tarley is Justicar. And then she's like, okay, but what about Marjorie? She was accused too. How is it that she was freed and not me? And it turns out that Randall Tarley was the first to reach King's Landing, and he brought his army with him, and with that army, he insisted that Marjorie be freed. And he also said that he will bring all the accused Tyrell girls to their trial. So he's like their guarantor, kind of. So they've been let go because of that. And then Cersei wants news of her accuser. So Osney Kettleblack and the Blue Bard are being held in the Sept. The Redwine twins have been declared innocent. Hamish the Harper has died. And the rest of them are in the dungeons under the Red Keep under the charge of Qyburn, to which Cersei immediately perks up because she's like, that's my guy. I'm sure we can figure something out there.
Yeah.
And finally, he has more news. And he says this is the worst of them all. It's news of Marcella. And as soon as he says Marcella, she says Tyrion.
Yeah.
So what they've heard is that Marcella was attacked by Darkstar, and that she lost an ear, and Eris Oakheart died defending her. And Marcella herself swears to it. So like the Dornish plan looks like it worked the last time we were with them.
Yeah.
And Cersei's like, Tyrion lost a nose, so of course he would take her ear. This is definitely Tyrion.
Yeah. There's so many like instances of like, there's the old Cersei, like this one, and then there's also like, there's a point where he's like telling her, like when he's telling her about like, oh, like there's these sellswords showing up all over the place and like all this happening, she's like, screw Stannis, screw the Tyrells. I'm like, girl, this is your playground. Like, these are the people you have to deal with. Like, you can't just say screw everyone like you did your entire time. Like, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like she got caught, because her getting caught here was her own fault. Like, her scheme that she tried to get Marjorie caught with, it was her own scheme backfiring. And now she's still kind of going back to the same patterns and the same, like, I don't give a fuck about all this political movement, and like, I don't care about, like, or Tyrion's behind everything. Like, you, girl, clearly the way you were functioning before put you in this mess. Like, you can't keep doing that.
Yeah, there's been no self-reflection. Like, I'm gonna be a better schemer from now on.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't even have to become a better person, just become a more capable
schemer.
Regent. Yeah, schemer. Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah, but apparently, whether she makes it out of here or not, she's not going to be in power anymore. So I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She'll be as chaotic as ever, but she won't have the power to harm others as well along with that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm interested to see how it goes down.
Yeah. So, what? Yes. Okay. So, of all this, other than this was Tyrion, what she finds of note is that Aerys is dead, Therefore, there is a spot on the Kingsguard that can be filled. And she's like, we gotta fill it. And then she's like, have Tommen name somebody. And Kevin asks her, who would you have him name? But she doesn't have a ready answer. She thinks to herself, my champion will need a new name as well as a new face. Go to Qyburn, give him a white cloak, and tell him that the time has come. What do you think?
This is some, like, I don't like this. This is gonna be the Mountain's body with, like, some sort of fucking face, some sort of, like, programming, magic, weird, dark, evil things going on. Like, this is gonna be weird and bad, and I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah, but at least she'll have a champion that can maybe win.
Yeah, but we don't want that. This was like her demise that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
But also, if she manages to survive and like get herself back into, you know, the throes of power and all the things, you know what would be so fun about that? Is that if Cersei is, even if she's not in charge again, even if she's like sort of nearby, tangential to being in charge, like even if she's bothering Kevin, then there's still bad decisions being made, you know? And like, and
you're looking forward to the entertainment value of that, or?
Yes. And also then like our team can win if Cersei's
and who's
taking down the Lannisters. Well, our team is like, you know, the North, the Sansa, the Aryas, the Johns of the world. Maybe Stannis. Maybe we like Stannis, you know? Yeah.
Interesting. No mention of Daenerys or a certain Aegon or any of that.
Okay, Daenerys is not here yet. But yes, that's also good for them, because if Cersei's screwing that up, then like so now that Aegon's landed. Yeah, we got so many teams. And honestly, they all kind of go together, you know?
Okay. Cool. Well. So, let's call him what he is. Frankengregor. Is he going to be the...
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun name.
Not my brainchild. Right. Somewhere on the internet.
Of course.
Probably everybody on the internet.
Frankengregor. I love that.
So, is he going to be the new knight?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. And I think I do think he's gonna succeed. I do think, like, there might be some sort of, like, people might realize that he's not, you know? But by then it might be too late, like, especially if, like, this is some things that we can just weaponize now, you know? So that's kind of also why I feel like maybe, like, Cersei, like, if Kevin listens to her and is like, okay, yeah, I'll get Qyburn to get you your champion, right? Because, like, honestly, Kevin is a lot more, not accepting of this, but, like, Kevin is so much calmer than I would have anticipated with all of the things going on, you know? And, like, I know that he probably is like, well, you're, like, they're gonna kill you, and I don't want them to kill you, I just don't want you to be in charge anymore. Which makes sense, but I worry that he's about to regret that, because she's, like, I don't know, like, I just don't know, you know, like...
Yeah, he, like, gets her out of this only to have her cause more trouble later.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't put it past her to, like, kill him and then be like, well, I should be Queen Regent again, I've been absolved, you know, like...
Right. Okay,
I don't know.
So she, like, does trial by combat for the stuff that, the rest of the stuff she's accused for wins, because... Frankengregor wins, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, of course.
How about the things that she's confessed to? Will she still have to atone for them in some way?
Maybe she'll have to do the walk thing or whatever.
Okay.
And then...
And how do you see that going? Like, will she finally come to realize that she is been making mistakes? Like, will she actually come to terms with it?
I doubt it. This is just fuel for her fire.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other predictions for you. So let's move on to next chapters.
Let's do it.
We're reading 2 next time.
Give me Dany. And give me Branny.
Okay. Well, what if I tell you that these are new POVs, at least in this book?
They're both new POVs? Okay. Oh my god, Brienne. Who else is there? Hold on, I'm thinking. Brienne and oh, what's her name? Oh my god. Ariane. Brienne and Ariane.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I told you one of them is an absolutely brand new POV?
Holy shit.
70% of the way through the 5th book.
Oh my god, I don't even know who this could be. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa.
So give me, like, as always, like, give me an area of the world.
Okay. This is so hard. I don't know. Oh my god. I have so many thoughts. Okay. Or I don't have any thoughts. Hold on. Okay, I think maybe this is I literally don't have thoughts. Oh my god. Okay. I can do this. Okay. Maybe this is somebody, because I'm trying to think of where we don't have eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is somebody like, is it Rickon? Oh my god, I'm gonna guess Rickon.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so we're reading chapters 55 and 56 next time. Chapter 55 is called The Queen's Guard.
Queen's Guard. Okay, give me like a second to puzzle this out, okay? Brain is still moving slowly. Okay, Queen's Guard. Who's on her Queen's Guard? Queen's Guard. Oh, wait, Brienne! Wait, no, she was never on a Queen's Guard. She was on a King's Guard. No, ignore me. Queen's Guard. Who? Queen's Guard. Oh, frickin', is this the other guy who got sent to Marcella?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay, it could be him. It could be somebody in Danny's thing. But oh, could it be Barristan?
Could it?
Oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay, it could be Barristan. It could be, you know, the guy.
Balon Swan. That's the name of
Balon Swan. It could be, I don't know if anyone else.
Who do you think it's most likely, or who do you think you want it to be?
I think I want it to be Barristan.
Okay, cool. If it's Barristan, what do we see from him?
Ooh, okay. We see, what was she up to? Oh, she was flying. Oh, this is our way of getting the Marine POV while Danny's off flying. Okay. So I think he's going to be trying to deal with the chaos, you know, reining people in. Maybe he'll be trying to get them to not be killing her dragons, you know. Yeah, just trying to do all the right things. And then we'll see him be just as frustrated with Danny as we've been, and it'll be great.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Chapter 56 is called The Iron Suitor.
Ooh, okay, the Iron Suitor. The Iron
If you
Suitor.
can't puzzle this one out, I'm quitting.
Okay, give me like a minute, okay?
I know, you can have your minute. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Fair warning.
The Iron Suitor?
Yes.
Okay. The Iron Suitor. Iron Suitor. Like Theon?
How is he a suitor?
That I don't know. But he's, you know, iron-born.
Remember, I already told you this is a new POV for the book.
Oh, right. Okay. The Iron Suitor. Wait, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. The Iron Suitor. The Iron Suitor. Oh, freaking. Oh, his name. Oh, God, I know his name. It's one of Theon and Asha's uncles. The one who. Victorion?
Yes, Victarion is a name of one of their uncles.
Okay, yeah, but Victarion is the guy that Euron sent to Dany.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think it's Victarion.
You're right. I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay, cool.
Because, like, I gotta tell you that I'm not quitting, you know? So...
Of course. Oh my god.
So what are we gonna see from Victarion?
Oh my god. Okay, he's traveling. He's on his way. He's thinking about his pitch. He's thinking about, like, how he's gonna be, like...
Oh my god. Sorry.
What?
I've been watching a lot of Dragon's Den, so
Yeah.
he's, like, coming to make his pitch in the Dragon's Den, like, literally.
Right, truly. Oh my god.
Okay, continue.
Oh my god, Dany should call her court the Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So I don't think he's there yet. I think he's traveling. I think he's figuring out what he's gonna say to get her to be with him, not Euron. I think maybe, because I think we were also wondering if, like, Euron was maybe following him, like, if Euron even trusted him, especially because Euron's going to a similar corner of the world, right?
He was going to, we last heard of him near Old Town.
Okay, yeah. So then...
Old Town is not a similar corner of the world.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So then he kind of stops there.
But there was something about, like, the one-eyed Kraken vision. So we were like, oh, Euron's the one that has the one eye. Or did Victarion lose an eye? Like...
Right. Okay. So I think we'll hear more about his scheme. Maybe he's gotten some updates on what his brother's up to. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
So, folks, follow us on Instagram at Pop Culture Symposium. Send us emails. Our email is popculturesymposium@gmail.com. Also, email us your reviews to enter our review contest. And, of course, join the Discord for all the chatter. And until next time, farewell, my friends.
Talk to you later.